Insomnia. This word strikes terror into everyone. A single night of insomnia can ruin the average person's day. Anything beyond a handful of sleepless nights can defeat even the bravest, strongest person. Sleep is fundamental to our health and survival. Intentionally causing insomnia on another person is called sleep deprivation and is widely considered a form of torture. It seemed like exactly that, torture, when insomnia struck. This bout of insomnia came out of the blue. I had been feeling really well up until then. I was exercising regularly, eating better, and catching up on my reading. And then, boom! Everything good seemed to evaporate on one Friday night. After 3 nights of sleeping for perhaps 3 to 4 hours each, I bought marijuana gummies from a local dispensary. I felt desperate. The dispensary employee assured me that eating just one gummy 1 hour before bed would put me to sleep for the night. It didn't work. The next night, I ate 2 gummies before bed. They didn't work. The night after that, they didn't work. $40 goddamn dollars completely down the drain. Desperation turned into panic, so I called my doctor on the 5th day of insomnia. She told me that she would be able to see me in a couple of days, exactly 1 week since the beginning of this bout with insomnia. And that Friday morning from her office, I explained the past week to her. She's a wonderful doctor, and she listens. She handed me a few tissues during my monologue because I had cried for at least 5 minutes. Insomnia will break anyone. She wrote a prescription for Ambien so that at least I would go to sleep that night. But in the meantime, a nurse drew blood for testing. Maybe I was suffering from a vitamin deficiency. The results haven't yet arrived, so I'm still not sure. But the Ambien worked. I took a pill an hour before bed and woke up 8 hours later without any memory of having dreamed or anything else that may have happened from that time to the time I went to bed. I took the Ambien every night for a week, and I slept every night. During that time, my husband and we went away for a few days, from the 15th to the 17th, for a much-needed mental health break. Both of us had been feeling burnt out. Burnout is a real threat, and it can happen to anyone, including to those of us who work from home and love the experience. I promised to give my students the highest quality experience and resources, but I had been struggling to fulfill that promise. I'm not sure whether there was any connection between the insomnia and the feelings of being burnt out. And to be honest, sitting here on August 20th, I still feel like a little bit of a failure. There is a voice in my head that tells me that there are much better teachers than me out there, that my ideas are shit, and that even if my ideas were decent, that I would find some way to screw them up. That voice is both persistent and powerful. It is also distorted. It is one-sided. It is propaganda. Yes, there are lots of teachers better than me, that's true. But it is also true that I have been improving my teaching skills for almost 15 years. My ideas for new classes and learning material may turn out badly, but they might also be exactly what someone needs to help them reach the next level. I share these experiences with you all because even though I really felt like hell, I did eventually feel better. Not 100%, but better. And feeling better feels good. Every one of us needs help, and that's okay. You know, our culture often tells us and teaches us that asking for help is bad, that it is to be avoided, or at worst, shameful. But what is shameful, what is to be avoided, and what is bad is to suffer needlessly. Humans, we are social animals. Helping each other is how we help ourselves. And I became a teacher because helping people was all I could see when imagining the future. Today, I'm honored to help people all over the world. And I'm reminded all of the time that the future is now. We are back in Chicago now, obviously. The combination of 3 days away from the city and 7 days of sound sleep seemed to have done the trick. As I said, I do feel better. I'm not at 100%, but I do feel a lot better than I did at the beginning of the month. Thanks for checking in with me, and let's keep getting better together.